Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to episode 4 of our Let's Play series in the official PC Building Simulator channel. New wallpaper, hope you guys like it. In the previous episode, we unlocked the Bongle app finally, so if you look at the upper right corner of the screen, you should see 1.5 stars there. That's our current rating. Today we'll be doing a bit of shopping. We'll be continuing our job on the pending PCs that we have to fix. But first, let's go shopping here. We do have a bit of money, and I have been craving for some quality of life improvements, so let's go and do that. The auto connect tool, if you guys remember, one of my pain points is always having to connect the cables manually because I'm a lazy guy. So let's go and get that. I think that will be a worthy investment. And also Bongle is the app for the review, so let's go and get that as well. So 1,300. That should be manageable. Let's go and buy all of that now. Available balance. Should we do it? Let's do it. Cha-ching. Alright. Let's go now, and I think we can install them now. It's surprising though that Bongle is a paid app given that it's a social media thing, right? Usually social media apps these days, they're all free and they just bombard you with ads. But this one looks like a paid version, right? Let's see how that looks. Oh, good. You get what you pay for. Let's see. Fastest boot up ever. Because it's a well-maintained system. There we go. So, Bongle app. Let's see what we can find here. Tim's Red Hot Repairs. Oh yeah, I remember. Right now, that's the name of the shop. If you look here, Tim's, but yeah, you can see you must own 25% of the company to change its name. So once we have enough money and we can actually get some equity into this company, we can actually rename that. So we'll have to start thinking about the company name, but that won't happen in the near future yet. So we have plenty of time to think about it. Yes, 1.5 stars, 4 stars on the last job. Look at that. This is from the past jobs from our uncle. Everything is 1 star. So Uncle Tim didn't seem like he did a wonderful job at this, but don't worry. We'll get a nice... Is that all? Pay 300 bucks for it? Okay, but at least we have info now. More context. Alright, good. Let's go and pick up this PC. I can't even remember what was pending here. But let's double check. We do have our email. That's what the email is for. Okay, there. And now we have to be very mindful because now that we have Bongle, the hidden requirements matter. So it's not only these listed objectives that we have to pay close attention to. We have to also read between the lines, literally, and check if there are some hidden requirements. So here we can see PC from you 6 months ago. Oh, Uncle Tim. Cleaning up after Uncle Tim still. Overheating whenever I try and do anything on it. What do you guys think happens? Or why is that the case? Yes, this is the answer. Under the CPU cooler, there is no thermal paste. That helps with the conduction of the heat. I'll explain more later. What kind of a Mickey Mouse business are you running? Okay, for free, and this time test the PC before you send it back out. So no real hidden requirements there. It's basically applying thermal paste and running 3D Mark. Okay, that's all good. This one is a new job. We don't have this PC yet. Cleaning the PC. Okay, could it be the dust? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And look at this one. This is what I was mentioning. So clean out dust and complete by end of day. That's all listed here. But this one, those plastic black cables look really nice. It's not as quick as it used to be. I'm not sure what that last part could be. Maybe some viruses? Yeah, we'll have to take a look. Requirement 1 star. Thank goodness we're 1.5, so we should be able to accept that. That's in transit, and while that's in transit, let's have a look at plastic black cables. Do we have that already? We do have plastic cables here. Plastic black. It doesn't really matter which type as long as it's plastic and it's black. So we do have some of those. Okay, good. So we don't need to buy some more. Thank you. So let's go back to this PC. Cleaning up after Uncle Tim. So let's go and unscrew that. Oh, I missed this game. Have to play this more. Before we turn that on, we have to apply thermal paste. Okay, so this is how you do it. For those who are new to this, stay with me. So use your middle mouse to move the camera for better angle. Zoom in and out using the mouse wheel. Right mouse to rotate. Alright, so we remove the air cooler, but first we unplug it. We remove it, and you can see there the mistake. Yeah, supposedly there should be a thermal paste smudge there. And normally in real life you would have to like swipe it with alcohol. You can find YouTube videos on how to do that, but clean it up before you place one again. Just a dot in the middle like that should be more than enough, because that helps with the conduction. These CPU coolers are metal, and that CPU itself is metal. Don't ask me about the actual material, but metal I think is a good enough description. Oh, look at that. Automatic cables. Earning the 1,000 that we paid for it already. But yes, so metal on metal, it gets conducted easier if you have that thermal paste. So without that, the heat will not dissipate as much. So the CPU creates heat, and the idea is to pass on the heat to the cooler, and then the fan would blow off the heat away. But if you don't have the thermal paste, then that conduction won't happen very well, right? So let's boot it up. Let's close the case so that we get a proper, realistic... Wow, that's a very fast boot up. Is this guy a doctor? Seems like it. Oh yeah, the doctor says. Makes sense, makes sense. Good. Let's go and get our USB in there because we have to install 3D Mark here. Don't worry, doctor says. We will fix your PC right up. And no need to worry about Uncle Tim. He's no longer part of the picture. But yeah, back when I was starting to build my own PC, it was really fun trying to understand what's happening in the PC, even high level. And one of the biggest amazements from my end was understanding how a CPU cooler works, just how I explained it. It's a great, let's run that and I'll go on my monologue here. Okay, good, because that will take a while. On 3D Mark, yeah, let's let that go. So yes, it's a nice way to understand what you're doing, aside from just going the steps, to really understand what's happening in terms of science, #science. But yeah, in this way, yeah, actually the CPU is building up the heat and we have to dissipate that somehow. So using the thermal paste that conducts the heat towards those metal fins, so that's why the bigger the fins, usually the more effective it is. And then the bigger the fans, the stronger the fans, the more the heat is transferred away. So that's all good. We should have done this. Yeah, okay. Tip for next time. To be as efficient as possible, I'll have to run 3D Mark and then go on my monologue before I explain anything. That will probably help a lot. Unfortunately, there is not much we can do here because we've done everything else already. But we can go and check this out just to be super sure. Fix for free. Yeah, that's all good. That is all good there. So if you missed putting the thermal paste in as you run 3D Mark, the PC will probably shut down because it will overheat. Either it will shut down or you will get very bad performance because the CPU will overheat because the heat is not dissipating as it was designed. There we go. Perfect. That works perfectly. Great. Place in the delivery area. Thankfully, there is that instant shutdown and detachment of cables as well. Alright, that looks good. Let's collect this. There we go. 5 stars. At least even if it did not earn any money from here, at least we earned a few stars in there. Good. Discard. That's in transit. New parts available. Thank you. Alright, let's go and fast forward to the next day. See you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Pay utility bill. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, I hope we have enough money for the electricity bill. Might have caught me off guard there. Turn on our PC. Oh, I'm scared. How much will this be, guys? What do you think? Oh my goodness, that PC is filthy. Alright, let's go email. 48. Easy peasy. Cha-ching. Okay, we can have the lights on. Definitely. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so from what I remember, yes, we clean the PC. We clean it by today. Oh my goodness, that's filthy. And then we make sure that we replace the cables as well. The plastic black cables. You know what? Let me also remove that back part so that it's easier to detach the cables later. Yeah, that should work. And it's easier to also get into the nook and crannies of cleaning out the stuff. Looks good. Come on. That will blow right off. Reminds me, I actually need to do this for myself. There we go. Cleaning out the dust has been completed. Looks good. PC can boot to OS. But we also want the cables. Yes. So let's remove all the cables. This is going to be a bit of a painful thing, because I'm always confused which exact cables you can replace and which one not. So I just tend to remove everything, replace everything that I can replace. Alright, let's also remove this PSU mount so we have good visibility. There you go. Thankfully, it's a modular PSU. Doesn't have any cables attached to it. You can attach only those that are really required. Okay, so if you go to cable, go here. So we have you can choose a sleeved plastic plain black. I hope that's enough for him. And then we can start attaching the cables, and anything that can be changed will be changed. Yo, that one definitely got changed. This one, that's a SATA cable. That also got replaced. This power supply one, I think, also got replaced. But this one from the motherboard, the case fan, oh yeah, it also got changed. Okay, I think everything can be changed now. Or except that one maybe. But yes, that's a tip I have for you. If you're not sure which one, just replace everything. Pro tip right there. It's like killing a rat with a bazooka. Okay, good. That looks great, I think. Hopefully didn't miss anything. Let's try and boot it up. And the auto cable attachment helped us a bit there as well. Alright, you can also use your arrow keys here to move the camera. There we go. I remember there was a hidden requirement somewhere. Let's see, I think he was complaining about going slow. The application's going slow, so I'm expecting that yeah, he might have some viruses here. Let's see. Hopefully we capture that. Okay, looks good. Let's go and install that. No, I missed something. Can I escape? Because I didn't install the shroud. Actually, I should have installed this before I turned on the PC, but no one else is looking, right? Let's keep that between us. Sounds good. Alright, let's go and check if he has any viruses. Yeah, definitely. That was the one. That was a sneaky requirement. Good thing we captured that. Nice. So look at this. That one. It's not as quick as it used to be. It sounds so harmless. Doesn't like it means anything, but actually it means remove the viruses. Cool. Okay. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. Let's go and check. There we go, 5 stars. PC is so clean. Somehow they knew plastic cables were my favorite. Put some in. They didn't say anything about the viruses, but okay. But as long as I got 5 stars, I'm happy. Good. Alright. Alright, doctor says. There we go. Looks like we got rid of the bad impression from Uncle Tim. Dr. Waterman. Looks like we have a new customer. A returning, a loyal customer. Oh, this is what I was saying. Hidden objective. There we go. Keep an eye out. Yes, exactly. Alright. So we have a couple. Upgrade to 16 gig RAM. We have sail away. Oh, that's interesting. I used a program called Will It Run. Yeah, I will definitely need to check that out. Oh my goodness, yeah. It gets tricky when you get to these emails. There are people who really like to type, and you have to read through all of them and sift through all of those different email texts and find if there are any hidden requirements in there. So how much time do we have left? Well, I guess what we can do with the remaining time in this episode is prepare for these guys. In the next episode, we can actually do them, right? Okay, so let's see. Can you make the upgrade? Can you put 16 gig of RAM? Total Team Group Fanboy. Okay, so that's a hidden requirement. Team Group, I think, is a brand. It seems a bit dusty. That's a hidden requirement as well, so we need to clean it too. So let's take note of these. What is that heading? Notes. So let's see. This guy is Kerry Doyle. Kerry Doyle. We want, so he wants that to 16 gig RAM. But the Team Group and clean PC and finish by Jan 12. Okay. Wow, 2018. Going back in time, huh? Alright, so we can accept that, but first let's have a look. In terms of RAM, he does have one already, so we only need to buy him 8 gigs. He has an 8 gig already. So Team Group Dark Red. So what I'm going to do here is buy 8 gig RAM, Team Group Dark Red, 2400 megahertz. And that should be enough to get him to 16 gig, so he doesn't need to replace everything. As long as we get the exact model, that should be fine. Alright, I can do that. Alright, accept. Next one. Alright, so this one is a bit tricky, and this one we might need to focus on in the next episode. But there is a program called Will It Run, and then he needs to run it for this one. So we need to install the Will It Run on his PC, I think. And from there, we can understand what is missing. There you go, Will It Run. Purchased from the shop. Good thing we have those tips, so you don't really have to go in blind. So let's go and look for it. Will It Run? How much are you? 200, okay. How much is the RAM? Let's go for memory. Team Group 8 gig, 2400 megahertz. That's the one, right? Yeah, 8 gig. Okay, $70. That's no problem. We can afford that. All right, let's minimize that for now. Continue with the email. Yes, that's in transit already. Is there any missing requirement? Min spec, GPU, not really. Danke. Danke well, Richard. Okay, this guy. The wall of text. Let's see. Let me scan through it. Okay, he's telling his story about being a filmmaker. Core team. Collector's editions. Okay, basically he wants 1 more terabyte because he currently has 500 gigs. If I read that correctly, yes. So he needs a 1 terabyte hard drive. Alright, so let's go and get that. Storage. Let's go and get the same 1 terabyte. Okay, let's maybe he has a budget of 100. So what we can do on our end is go for 1 TB. Or there's only one. Okay, 60. Seagate is a very nice brand, so I don't think that will have any problems. Hopefully he has enough stuff. He has enough SATA cables, SATA slots. I'm assuming he does. Okay, that looks good right there. Hope I didn't miss anything. Next day delivery looks good. Let's buy that. Alright, cha-ching, accept. This one, yeah, that's going to be difficult. Can we buy in advance? No, let's not, this is not urgent anyway, so we'll wait a day before we buy the GPU. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean by that. Because right now he doesn't have the right specs. He needs the recommended spec. He needs to meet them, so we need to buy a GPU for him. Right now he has an R9 280, but we don't really know. Well, that being said, no, we can do that. right? We can do that in advance, but I already ordered. Oh, dang it. No, that's okay. That will have to wait then. That will have to wait. Let me show you what it looks like. So let's install this Will It Run app. Once you buy it from the shop, you can install it here just like Bongle. And I told you this was shopping day. The shopping episode. Alright. So what happens then, when we get the PC, we can install the Will It Run on his PC. It will detect his specs, and it will detect which ones are lacking. Because this one, if we run it on our own PC, it will detect our specs. So this you have is based on this current PC that we're running. So it's not exactly accurate. So we can get an idea, but it will be better if we run it on his PC. So I wanted to wait. Right, so let's do just that. Anyway, that looks good. So let's go to the next day. And let's complete job upgrades. Is that the... Okay, I think that's the one that we are missing. Alright. Well, we don't have enough time for going into the detail on each of these fixes, but we'll surely tackle that on the next episode, especially this one I'm really interested in trying out. You know what? I'll give you a bit of a taste. Let's open that up and let me install the USB. I think we have a little bit of time left, just a little. Yeah, let's just install so I can show you what's missing. And then the rest of these guys we can tackle on the next episode. But for now, a bit of a teaser. Yeah, he's definitely a Sail Away fan. Where was it? Will It Run? Yes, that's the one. Do I need to turn on my PC? Yes, let's turn on the PC. Good. Takes a while, huh? Okay, my PC booted up already. New emails. Oh my goodness, so many. Yeah, I think we are climbing the PC building ladder, so to speak. Lots of new customers. Will It Run? Look at this, guys. So if he wants the recommended specs, what we can do is get... So minimum specs he does meet. Recommended specs, look at this. The VRAM is the one lacking. So indeed, he needs a better video card. VRAM is for video cards. So it's video RAM, I think. Don't hate me. But we need a 4 gig GPU with a 4 gig VRAM in there. So that's what we have to upgrade. So that one we can buy, the 1050 Ti. Alright, but that's for the next episode. For now, I'll leave that as a cliffhanger, and then we'll fix the other PCs as well in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this one though. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Clumsy signing off, and see you in the next episode. Bye.